In question 2, we have to expand 1 upon cube root of 1 plus 6x up to and including the term in x cube. Now to expand this expression, first we'll have to bring it in the numerator. So this will become 1 plus 6x. And as cube root is 1 upon 3, when we bring it in the numerator, the power will become negative 1 upon 3. Now we'll use the formula 1 plus nc1b power 1 plus nc2b power 2. And as you have to go up till x cube, so we'll have to also use nc3b power 3. Now we should know that nc1 is equals to n, and in this case, n is equals to negative 1 upon 3. nc2 is equals to n into n minus 1 upon 2 factorial, and nc3 will become n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 upon 3 factorial. Now, it is always better to find NC1, NC2, NC3 separately so that we don't make a mistake. Now, substituting the values of NC1, which is n. So, in place of n, we can now write minus 1 upon 3 into b, which is 6x, plus NC2, that will become minus 1 upon 3 multiplied by minus 1 upon 3 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial, which is 2 multiplied by b squared. So, that will become 6x whole squared. And finally, nc3, which is n into n minus 1. So we'll write it as minus 1 upon 3 into minus 1 upon 3 minus 1 into minus 1 upon 3 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial, which is equals to 6. So this will become 6. And we'll multiply it by b cube, which is 6x whole cube. Now simplifying the expressions, we'll get, so this 3 and 6 will cancel out. So we'll get 1 minus 2x. Now, first simplifying the bracket, again, we should obviously use a calculator over here to avoid any mistakes. This will become minus 4 upon 3 divided by 2. And this will become 36x squared plus, so this will become minus 1 upon 3 into, and let's just erase this now over here. So this will become minus 1 upon 3 into minus 4 upon 3. And then minus 1 upon 3 minus 2, that becomes minus 7 upon 3 multiplied by 6x cubed. So that is 216x cubed. And then we'll divide it by 6 as 3 factorial is 6. So this 2 and 36 cancel out and become 18. So we'll get 1 minus 2x. The negatives over here will also cancel out. So this will become 4 times 18 divided by 9. So 4 times 18 is 72. 72 divided by 9, that becomes 8. So this will become plus 8x squared. And finally, substituting all of this in the calculator, we'll finally get minus. So minus minus becomes plus, and plus minus is minus. So this will become a negative sign over here. And as we substitute this in the calculator, we'll get this final answer as minus 112 upon 6 upon 3x cubed for the final answer. So the final answer will be 1 minus 2x plus 8x squared minus 112 upon 3x cubed.